fall season recommendations. And yeah, I thought it was a cool idea. Actually, I got it from another ASMR artist, Haley Jean ASMR. She did Spooky Rex or something, and I just thought it was so cool to do something like that. And so here we go again. I will share with you my recommendations for, let's say, movies, books, and date night activities or something, sort of, to kind of give you some ideas or inspiration how you could celebrate Valentine's Day this year. So without any further ado, let's jump into this video. Let's get started. Okay, so we are starting off with movies. So what kind of movies I can recommend for you to watch in February for a love season, Valentine's Day, or whenever you're in the mood for a romantic movie. I typically am not the biggest fan of, like, romance style movies or TV shows. I mean, it depends, but most of the time I would rather be a fan of, like, darker themed things to watch. For example, horror movies. I've always been a big fan of that. So fall spooky season is more for me, I guess. But from time to time I do fancy a good romance movie, so. And I think the most obvious one that I can recommend to you guys, but definitely a good one that I enjoy from time to time when I feel like it, would be, who would have guessed, Valentine's Day. So the movie, that's actually the movie's title, Valentine's Day. And it's just, that kind of romantic comedy type of movie. But the special thing about it that I always really liked about it is that it features several very famous artists, so like actors and actresses. So the movie features so many great people that I loved in other movies, and they just all, gather together in this big kind of compilation, or I don't know what. They just kind of hosted so many well-known and famous movie stars in one film, which was so great. I really enjoyed it, and it also was cool because it was just one big story where all of these smaller stories were connected in some way. So I really loved this one. They even have another movie in that kind of style. I think it was like Happy New Year or something. Yeah, just for that holiday. But this one was for Valentine's Day, and yeah, I don't know. Like every other year, I watch this one, and I always enjoyed it so far. So I can definitely recommend it to you. It's like really funny, and also just, it's cute, and I don't know. I like this one a lot. What else do I have? Yeah, I think the Nicholas Sparks movies are also a great choice for Vday, just because, I don't know, I've watched like several of his movies so far, and I've enjoyed, I think, every single one of them. I cannot really think of one of his movies that are based off of his novels that I did not like, or so. So all of these stories are just very, I don't know, intriguing. They are very interesting to watch, and also like cute, of course, you know. Most of these, the plots are very emotional, and you can just really kind of, yeah, just feel with the protagonists, basically. That's what I enjoy personally about these movies a lot. And I think just Nicholas Sparks, I've never read a book of his before, but I really wanted to because, like I said, I enjoyed almost any of his stories that was made into a movie. And I just really wanted to find out what his writing style is like, if I would also enjoy that. We will find out. Maybe this year, I don't know if I will pick up one of his books. But can I just name a few favorites? I think one that comes to my mind was Safe Haven. Safe Haven. It was just yeah, this was a great one. It was definitely it did have very cute and romantic scenes, but also mixed with some kind of darker scenery. There was just more depth to it and a little bit of thriller elements thrown in there, so that was what I enjoyed a lot about this one. And I also loved the actress that played the main character. It was Jules Hoff. Yeah, I really enjoyed her performance in that movie, and also the chemistry between the both protagonists was just great to watch. And I think it also had some kind of paranormal elements in there as well, so that was really great. Another one that I definitely enjoyed was The Lucky One, and I believe that was the one with Zac Efron, who played a soldier. So he portrayed a soldier that fell in love with a woman who lost her brother in the war. So they were there together, Zac Efron's character and the woman's brother, and he eventually looks for her. I don't want to spoil anything here, but yeah, they fall in love eventually, and you know, she also has experienced some dark stuff in her past and have to like get through that together. He takes care of her, and you know, also in a lot of movies there are like kids involved and all of that, so it's kind of it's really an emotional roller coaster. What else? We do have The Longest Ride. I think it was also another one. I'm sorry if I get the names wrong, but I still try to put the covers of the movies here so you know what I'm talking about. But I think that was the cowboy romance with the bull riding, bull rider, or I don't know if that's like a job title or so, but he did like bull riding and he was like a cowboy. And she, I think she sells art or something. She was kind of in the art area. That was her job. And they also got to know each other, fell in love with each other, and then they met this older man who told them about his marriage to his, his wife who had passed away. And there were like, scenes in the present and scenes in the past where you can see how the two love stories evolved, kind of, and it just, it also got me really emotional. This one, it definitely stuck with me. It was just also so nicely written and portrayed by the actors and actresses, so another great one. And I think the last one I want to mention, I do hope though that this story was also written by Nicholas Sparks. I'm not sure at that point, but I think it was Dear John. Yeah, I think that was the original title, because I only could think of the German translation, which was very different from that one. grab some tissues, get something nice to eat and drink, and enjoy yourselves a nice romance movie night. Then I also wanted to mention two authors that I believe are very good at writing romance stories. So the first one is Emily Henry, and this was a book of her that I enjoyed very, very much. This was a 5-star read for me personally. It's called Happy Place. Happy Place. And yeah, I don't want to say too much about the book because I already featured it in a reading wrap-up of mine. But just in general, I think this author, she publishes a lot of these, witty, funny, feel-good romances, romance books that you can just pick up for a nice read if you want to, grab something more lightweight that makes you feel good afterwards. This one in particular, this made me laugh, it made me cry, I believe. I cannot really remember, but I think so. At least I got a little bit teary. But yeah, I definitely had a good time reading this. It was one of my favorites from last year. And I think you cannot really go wrong with one of her books. Although I have to say, there was one book of her that I read that I cannot recommend as much as I would love to, which was Beach Read. And I did not really have this on my list of books that I loved. I actually did not really enjoy it at all. But Happy Place was for sure one that I fell in love with. And maybe you can just try one of her other ones. I don't know, I've not read any more of hers, but I want to do this year. And yeah, this book I greatly enjoyed, and it's just, it's very fun. It's also summery, lightweight, it just makes you feel good. And also centers around the topic of miscommunication, finding back to each other after a split, and also the found family trope, with friends who become family and all of that. And also the vacation vibe is definitely in this book, so yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it's a nice pick-me-up if you want a cute little summery read with a lot of funny parts in this one for a Valentine's Day or Valentine's season. And then the second author that I can recommend to you guys that I've read 3 books of already last year is Abby Jimenez. And not only do her books look astonishingly beautiful, like this one for example, just look at that sprayed edges, it's gorgeous, but it also matches my Valentine's Day background. No, but jokes aside, this author also knows how to write good romance stories. Trust me in that, just trust me. Like I said, I read 3 of her books already. I don't know how many more she published already, but this was one that I really enjoyed, called Yours Truly. It's also a very cute romance story with, it includes fake dating, what else? Yeah, it's a slow burn romance, so it's enemies to friends to lovers, actually. this kind of feel-good thing, which it is for a part of it, but she also discusses topics in her stories that are a little bit more deep, you know, with like mental health issues and all of that going on. And that is what I find great, because she kind of finds a way to like create a nice romance story while also picking up these heavier topics and just kind of folds it into the storyline, and it makes it more authentically. So yeah, definitely a great author for sure. And if you want to grab a romance book for this year's Valentine's Day season, go ahead and check out one of Abby Menace or Emily Henry's books. Alrighty then, and for the last part of this video, I just quickly want to share with you a few suggestions for date tonight. Okay, so first and foremost, I think this might be a little bit obvious and boring, but I think, in my honest opinion, you can never go wrong with a nice date night out and having a nice dinner together. So, whether it might be you and your partner going to a nice restaurant that you love and you've been to several times and you know it'd never disappoint, or you want to make a move and just try out something new, go somewhere you've never been before, just go ahead, go outside, dress yourself nicely, just kind of, you know, get a little bit styled up if you wanted to, and just enjoy a nice evening out. You can also grab some drinks, for example. You know, head to a cool cocktail bar nearby your place, or I don't know where. Just kind of, you know, getting out for a date night is always something that I really enjoy. And if you like that too, maybe that would be a great option for you. Me and my partner, we also enjoy, you know, grabbing dinner and afterwards just doing some other activity. For example, like playing billiard, snooker it is called probably, or is it like another kind of sports? I don't know. Billiard, I think. Or do you call it pool? Because I don't really know what the English word is for that, I'm sorry, but billiard, we call it. So the thing where it just with the balls or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So anything like that, you know, you could also go do bowling or something like that, or maybe go out for a dance session, whatever you fancy. You can just go ahead and try out maybe something new, do like a kind of dance course lesson, something like that. Whatever they offer near you, nearby your place, or I don't know what, where you live. But I think trying out something new is just something that I really do enjoy from time to time. You know, get outside, get curious, get creative, and just maybe find a new hobby with your partner. I think that's just something so nice, besides having a nice dinner. And if you do not feel like that at all I can suggested or another one that you would like to watch. Make some popcorn or grab some snacks that you like. Get some drinks. Just cozy up at home. Create a nice little safe space of yours. Curl up on the couch or the bed. You know, maybe even set up a nice lamp like that one in the background or so. Light up some candles, maybe anything you can think of. But just make this kind of nice atmosphere for the both of you. And then just watch the movie and yeah, whatever else you'd like to do. Could also totally go for a game night. So you could either do like a board game session or play some card games or something. Or you could also, if you have something like that, play games with your Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, whatever you kind of have at home. That's also so much fun, and yeah, it's also a great way to like connect with your partner and just have a fun little night together. Okay, so that was all very like, you know, simple and easy, I guess. Is there anything else I wanted to share with you? But I do not really think. I mean, if you really want to go out and you want to do something new, you could also do like karaoke or something. You know, kind of try to be brave and try something new. If you've never done that, just try to kind of yeah, motivate yourself to get out on stage and I don't know, have a romantic duet together. Or you could also just do something like DIY-ish, you know, kind of grab something that you could color together. You could also just grab a coloring book or so, and you both could just do some coloring. Yeah, what else? I think that is like the main things. Of course, if there's like a nice event nearby you, you can also just like visit a concert or an art gallery or something, a museum, anything you could think of, and just, or do like a photo shoot somewhere fancy, I don't know. So these are just some things on my mind that I would love to do with my boyfriend. But of course it depends totally on your personality, on your likings and all of that, but maybe I was able to give you just some inspiration for that. And obviously I do not have to mention that, but you can totally do most of the things, or like all of them, by your own or with a close friend, or I don't know, your siblings, your family. Yeah, it's not only for like people in a relationship, it's for anybody out there basically. So never mind. I hope so much that my tips helped you out a little bit and gave you some ideas for spending a great Valentine's Day. And I wish you a nice and lovely night on Vday, whether it is by yourself or with any beloved person of yours. Just enjoy the time and show yourself some love. Oh, I forgot. You can also do just a nice